Hi everybody, this is section 10.6. We're going to look at areas of circles in here. We're not really going to look too much at sectors in this section, but that is something that you can go back and read the section if you want to review. It's not necessary for this course though. All right, just a reminder, the area of a circle is pi times radius squared. So the formula is pi times radius squared. We did look at this in chapter 2, so again, this is just a review. And we're going to apply it to some real-world situations. Right, here they want us to find two things, the exact area of the circle, and when they ask for exact, you're going to leave it in terms of pi, and then also a 2 decimal place approximation. So they gave us on this circle the diameter, but we need the radius. So remember, the diameter is twice the radius, so if I take the diameter, and I divide it by 2, I will get my radius. So my radius is 7. So when I'm finding area, I'm going to do pi times radius squared, or we'll end up with, if I square 7, I have 49, and then we typically put the pi second. So if it's exact, my answer is 49 pi feet squared. Approximate, I'm going to take and I'm going to multiply it times 3.14. You can use the pi button on your calculator. I find that all calculators calculate pi out to a different place value. So answers will vary. In order to make answers the same, use 3.14. So now if I do 49 times 3.14, my approximate answer is going to be 153 and 86/100 feet squared. All right, so this problem, they gave us the area and they want us to find the exact radius and the 2 decimal place approximation. So remember, our formula for area is area equals pi times radius squared for a circle. I know the area is 83, so I'm going to put my 83 in for A. And then we have pi times radius squared. They want the exact radius and then a 2 decimal approximation. So we have to solve for r. So the first thing I'm going to do is divide by pi. And that's going to give me r squared is equal to 83 divided by pi. Now, to find the exact answer, we have to take the square root of both sides. So r is equal to the square root of 83 pi. And normally I would say we should rationalize our denominator, but we have pi down there. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to leave it like that. Now, if we wanted to find the approximate answer, we are going to do 83. I'm going to divide it by 3.14 and then take the square root of my answer. Oops. Let me take the square root of my answer, which I got 26.43312,102. So the approximate radius is going to be about 5.14 meters. So again, we found the exact leaving it in terms of pi, and then the decimal approximation by multiplying or doing the math. All right, the last thing we're going to do here is we are going to use the circumference to find the area of a circle. So we have an artist that has been commissioned to construct a circular table from a slice of tree. The customer would like the table surface to be about 400 square inches in area. So the artist went out and found a tree. It has a circumference of 72 inches because you can measure that pretty easily. You can't measure the area until you cut it down. So before the tree is cut down, you want to make sure it's big enough. So if I know the circumference is 72 inches, how can I find the area of my circle? Well, what we need to recall is that circumference is equal to 2 times pi times the radius, and we need the radius for area. So if I said, well, I know my circumference is 72 inches, and that's equal to 2 times pi times radius. First thing I'm going to do is take my 72, I'll divide it by 2. So now I have 36 is equal to pi times the radius. And then we're going to take 36. We got to get rid of the pi. So I'm going to take 36. I'm going to divide by 3.14. Again, you can use the pi button on your calculator. Your answers will vary a little bit from mine, but it should be very similar. And when I divide by pi, I get r equals, I'm going to round it to the nearest, they want 2 decimal places, so 11.46. So that's my radius. Now that I have my radius, I can find my area of my circumference or my tree. So I can do area equals pi times my radius squared, and my radius is 11 and 46 hundredths. So if I take 11 and 46 hundredths and square it, I end up with pi times 131.3316, and we'll multiply that times 3.14. So my area is going to be 412 point, they wanted 2 decimal places, 38 hundredths, and that would be not feet, but inches squared. So the customer would like a table that's 400 square inches. Our table is about 412, so our tree is big enough, so it would work for the table.